Hi guys, welcome to Souls No Evolution. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me. This is going to be your timeless tarot for whenever it is that you're tuning into the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're using a new deck. It is the African Goddess Oracle. I think that's what it's called. The imagery is so beautiful. Now, I am going to say straight off the bat, I don't know how to pronounce all of the goddesses on here. And I don't really want to butcher their names, but we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. Can we have a message for the collective, please, Spirit, for today? We have a message for the collective. That one. Okay. Oh, wow. Tanit. I don't know, Tanit is what I think it says. And it's about pleasure. Card number 11. I love the purple. I love the purple. Right, okay, what's the bottom of the deck? I say yeah. And then we've got joy. Joy and pleasure. Wow. And it looks as though this woman here is breastfeeding like an infant. Obviously, I just get such powerful feminine energy from this whole deck. This whole deck, we've got the moon phases in her hair here. And then here we've got all of these stars. And then that's like that Hamza, hand of protection over her bosom. I'm just getting real sensual feminine energy. Self-mastery, card number 11. So you may be mastering at this time, I don't know, the things that please you, whether it's your own sensuality or pleasure. It's so funny because the last reading we had like that temptation kind of energy. I don't know, let's forget that. This is a fresh reading. Right, show me what this pleasure and joy is all about. But I get like motherhood. I don't know. And I don't want to make this because femininity isn't just about motherhood in terms of like, you know, having your own children. But I'm seeing on the cards here that there's a woman that is taking great joy from her role as a mother. As I mentioned with the moon cycles. Yeah, here we go. The moon cycles in her hair. The moon is feminine energy. The moon is feminine energy. And we've got a moon above her here. I just feel as though there is a protection of your feminine energy at this time. And this protection of your feminine energy allows you to step into a feeling of pleasure, of joy, of you fulfilling your role or your purpose in your feminine energy, whatever that role is. It's going to be very personal. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you've got children or you don't have children, or your children are beyond breastfeeding fucking years in age. There's just something about you deriving pleasure and joy in your feminine form as a woman. That's what I'm getting. And we've got the devil. Whoa, and I mentioned that temptation energy at the beginning of this reading, so it's so weird that the devil's come out. Right, show me why the devil's here, Spirit. Show me why the devil is here. Show me this devil energy. What I'm getting... Right, okay, let me see. Yeah, fucking hell. What I was getting as I was shuffling is that there may be something about your, as I was saying, what you derive your joy and your pleasure from or through as a woman in your feminine energy that may have been, I don't know, manipulated, taken advantage of. The devil is Capricorn energy. Capricorn energy represents the patriarchy. And this is definitely the matriarchy, as I was saying. I'm getting such strong feminine energy from both of these cards. So I don't know if there's women out there that aren't standing in their pleasure or in their joy because of some sort of patriarchal hold. Whether this is actually a man or a masculine energy or just the way that the The patriarchy has been structured. I don't know, this reading is fucking deep. But yeah, this devil in this instance is representing men. It's representing the patriarchy. It may even be representing like a restriction on, because it's Capricorn energy, which is Saturn energy, which speaks about restriction and limitation. You may find or feel as a woman that your ability to seek pleasure, whether it's sexual pleasure, sensual pleasure, or joy through, as I was saying, motherhood, or your feminine energy, nurturing energy, empress energy, may have been restricted, controlled, limited by some sort of, whether it's paternal energy or the patriarchy. This is so deep. Then we've got the Hanged Man, another major arcana, and the colour palette on both of these cards is so green. Green is your heart chakra. So this change in perspective may be about the patriarchy or the limitations, the restrictions that you've placed on your own feminine energy, whether it's because you may not have felt safe showing up and expressing yourself in this way in your past. Whether you may have actually had men saying you can't do that, you can't wear that, you can't show up and show out like that. Or this could be your own internalized, like I say, perspective, because we've all been raised in the patriarchy. We've all been raised, and I'm not saying the patriarchy is bad. I'm not saying it's bad, but I feel that this is like a reclaiming of your feminine energy, a reprioritizing, a shift in perspective, taking a break from receiving some sort of enlightenment. And then we've got this energy source coming into her crown here of how you show up as a woman or how you express your feminine energy, whether you were male or female. Oh my fucking God, we've got the Ten of Cups under there. Right, show me the devil and and the Hanged Man. Show me the devil and the Hanged Man. Show me the devil and the Hanged Man, please, Spirit. But I feel as though I pulled the message out. It's got something to do with patriarchy, something to do with restrictions, lessons, responsibilities that may have been placed on you. So, you're not seeking joy or feeling as though, seeking joy and seeking pleasure are kind of asinine. Where I think that's where the perspective needs to shift. I feel as though the universe is wanting you to embrace your feminine energy and express that however you choose to express that. Femininity isn't, defined in one particular way. Women, we show up in many different ways, and that's okay. There isn't a carbon copy, expression of womanhood that we should all be displaying. It's going to be very different through your experience. It's going to be different to just, your personality and how you want to express it. It could be through dancing. It could be through movement, as I was saying. Wow. Look at the green again. But this is the feminine energy in her power. Oh my God, this reading. It's so funny because we have the Queen of Pentacles. I don't think I want that one. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the last reading, and it was in the reversed position. So this is the feminine energy standing in her power. As I was saying in the last reading, this is like another extension of, it's a precursor to the Empress energy, the divine feminine energy. This is a woman who's down to earth, steady as a rock, kind, loving, patient, a homemaker, has, great family values, willing to, help out and lend a hand, lend a coin if it's fucking needed. Like I was saying, she's going to sort of nurture the home and feed the kids and make sure they've got everything that they need materially, as well as love and care and nurturing. So there's something about the patriarchy or some sort of restriction that you've placed or you've had placed on your own feminine energy, and there needs to be a shift in perspective. And it almost feels like an acceptance of this strong feminine energy within you, and a releasing of either seeing that as a bad thing, seeing that as a lustful thing, seeing that in a really negative way, when that perspective has been overlaid over men and women, but was generated through this patriarchal society. And I'm not saying that the patriarchy is wrong. I'm not saying that the patriarchy is wrong, but things have changed. Things have changed. You know, oh God, I'm just getting that Beyonce song. I don't exactly know the lyrics, but it's something about strong enough to bear the children and then get back to business. That's what I'm getting. Like I was saying, the definition of womanhood isn't one thing. It's not just having a baby on your breast. It's not just being, I don't know, a source of pleasure for somebody else. This is like a shift in perspective about all of what womanhood is, the strength of it, as well as the nurturing side, as well as the pleasurable side. Oh my God, I don't know where this is going. Right. Do we need any more? Do we need any more cards, Spirit? I think we got there. Do we need any more cards? Is there anything else that needs to be said? Okay. I don't think there is. Oh, that won't go in. The Hermit. Fucking hell. This reading is so deep. It's about going within and soul searching about these restrictions, about these limitations, seeking answers to whatever these limitations that have been placed over you, or that a paternal energy is placed over you. The Hermit is card number 9, and 9 is an energy of seeking your freedom, having learned a lesson. So this restrictive energy, as I'm saying, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it was meant to teach you something. And it's on the other side of this perspective shift, underpinning, well, I can't even get my words out. The Hermit is underpinning it also. So it's about going within, receiving guidance, searching for the answers, gaining some sort of enlightenment here on what these restrictions taught you, what these limitations brought about. And you now having, whether it's boundaries, lessons learned, a level of self-discipline that you've created, or that has been created almost on women's behalf through the patriarchy. I feel that there's a real reclaiming of the essence of womanhood here. This reading, I'm like, where the fuck do they come from? I have to ask myself this all the time. Right, show me the Hanged Man. Is there any more messages we need to know about the Hanged Man? The Six of Wands. Oh my gosh. Victory, success, putting yourself out there to be seen, receiving recognition, receiving rewards in your feminine energy. There needs to be a change in perspective about you being seen as a woman in your feminine energy. Right, show me the Queen of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Right, show me the Queen of Pentacles. Why is this energy here for today's reading? Is there any more messages, Spirit? Oh my good God. Right, oh fuck. Moon, feminine energy. I spoke about the moon cycles that I could see in that woman's hair there. Right, 4 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and you won't believe what the fuck is all over this floor. let me go and get it. Oh my gosh, and then there's one here as well. Ay, ay, ay. Oh my God, you're never going to believe it, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Right. We've got the Ace of Cups. This is all fell out under the Queen of Pentacles. Let's bear that in mind. So let's move these over. Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, Three of Swords, the Lovers, and the Queen of Swords. Like, what the flip? Oh, I'm just like a little bit mind blown. As I was saying, this moon is divine feminine energy, emotional energy. Also speaks about insecurities, and I feel as though there are maybe some insecurities surrounding relationship, union. And it may be because of the restrictions that the patriarchy or a particular man, be it an ex, a current partner, a boss, it could be, you know, a father, I don't know if I've said that, a father-in-law, father of your child, some fucking male, masculine influence that you're being asked to go in and reflect to gain some sort of enlightenment about, because there is an opportunity for like a union, a relationship, but it's going to require you, as I'm saying, to heal some heartbreak of the past. The Queen of Swords has been hurt. She's been hurt. So she now approaches, especially situations of love, from, you know, a very logical place. She doesn't really want to invest emotionally or from this place of pleasure or joy, because she's scared of a recreation of the same heartbreak, loss, emotional pain that she's had to deal with. But I feel as though the more that you step into this Queen of Pentacles energy, the more that you sort of alleviate your fears of diving deep. Both of these cards are more or less the same, of going within, asking yourself these really big questions, maybe surrounding love, relationship, connecting with another. Because here, at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Four of Cups, and that's like a rejection, a pushing away and not accepting a cup that's coming in. I just feel that this is a big healing of the divine feminine energy, whether you are male or female. We all have masculine energy. We all have feminine energy. And if the patriarchy has, let's say, suppressed what true feminine energy is, then the feminine energy that we as women have been living in and displaying has been distorted. So therefore, men get a distorted perspective of what their internal feminine energy should be. It's all just really fucked up for both genders, both sexes. But I feel that this is a reclaiming of the divine feminine, because the universe is wanting the divine feminine to be in union now. But not with the representation of the patriarchy like this. With a masculine that is also in harmony, in a positive, healthy way with their own inner feminine. So they're not going to place those restrictions, boundaries, project all of that, like I say, that old stuff, the old paradigm, onto how a woman should show up or what a woman's role is and all of that shit. Oh my good God. Right, let me grab one of these. I'm ready to wrap this reading up. I'm like, I do question, like, what the fuck? And where are these messages coming from? But that deck is powerful. And I should have known. It's called the African, oh God, I can't even fucking say it. The African Goddess Rising. And that's exactly what this first reading from this deck is about. The universe is wanting the goddess within to rise now. That's exactly what it is. Oh my God. Gratitude. Yeah, as I was saying, this patriarchy isn't bad. There were lessons that we all needed to learn as men and as women. So we need to be grateful for that experience, for that opportunity to grow, for the opportunity to see where the restrictions were, the limitations were, to bring a level of structure into our life, a level of discipline into our life. Even be grateful for, like I say, the men in your life, no matter which kind of men we're talking about, that have taught you so much, because it's only through your gratitude, appreciation, that you're going to, allow yourself to connect with other men and allow them to express their feminine energy. Because as a woman, it's like oftentimes, you know, in men especially, we don't want to see them cry, and we don't want to see them be emotional and spend longer than us doing, you know, their fucking hair and all of that shit. But we've got to accept that. If we want them to have healthy feminine energy and appreciate the feminine energy within us, we've got to be grateful for them expressing it within themselves. If this is even making any damn sense. Right, any final messages? Recovery, yeah. And there's a healing, like I was saying, of this divine feminine energy. All this purple, again, is linked back to our feminine energy, which is our third eye, our ability to receive, extrasensory perception, inner wisdom. We've got the wisdom down here with the hermit, the wisdom here from the hanged man. Very well could be some sort of spiritual awakening, development. We've got gossip here, self-worth at the bottom. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm not taking all of them. There may be people, whether it's talking about this development process, this increase in self-worth that you're having. It might be making people talk. And if that is the case, it's because they're not doing what they should be fucking doing in terms of healing and going through whatever processes that they're required to go through. If they've got time to be talking about you, it's nothing for you to be concerned about. And then we've got service. Yeah. I just feel to help whatever, anyone that is having difficulties with self-worth because of past pain, or self-worth in terms of accepting or allowing some sort of commitment or union or relationship to develop. One way to increase your self-worth is to allow yourself to be of service, to give to others. And then we've got completion. There's so much orange. Yeah, and then you had the death cards so many times in yesterday's reading. There's an ending that needs to happen here. And it's so funny because the orange that we're getting up towards the end of the reading is the feminine energy. It's feminine sexuality. And it's so funny because we've got this old woman. We've got this old woman. And I feel as though she didn't allow herself to sit on that throne. This old woman, like I say, was a product of the patriarchy, and she never claimed her goddess status. She never allowed herself to sit on that throne. So I just feel like before we all reach that point of, you know, being on our fucking deathbed, we've got to claim that self-worth for ourselves. And like I said, all of this orange energy is the sacral chakra. It's emotion, it's feeling, it's creativity, it's intimacy, feminine sexuality, our needs versus our pleasures, boundaries. It's all what we've just talked about. Right, I'm going to leave that there. That's just blown my mind in a million pieces. I'm going to need a drink of water and a cigarette. Right, I'm going to leave that there, guys. This is not going to be everyone's story, but in a way, I hope that we can all take something from it. We all have, like I say, feminine energy, however you identify. So yeah, there's something for us all to learn here. Right, thank you for tuning in. Hope this helped. Take care, and I'll see you soon.